These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. I'm still hearing above $3 for the rate compared to the USD. There's a whole heck of a lot of yo-yoing going on. They're throwing all kinds of rates at us. They do this on purpose. It's all part of the smoke and mirrors that go along with a major change in currency values. I think they're hiding this one right out in the open right now. The rate and how many days off we are is in question right now. Nader from the Mideast said Sudani coming out talking about dinar, talking strongly, something that made me very happy. He said the dinar is stronger than the dollar and it's going to be stronger than the dollar. He didn't say how much, he said it's a question of time. Let's wait and see what he does. Frank 26 article quotes Sudanese advisor, within 2 weeks the exchange rate will stabilize at its normal rate, unquote. Frank says 1460 is not a normal rate, it is a punished sanction rate. The goal is 1-to-1 and then to float internationally. Pimpy says Al Sudani is only making a statement that's true. The dinar is stronger than what we're seeing. If Iraq wants the dinar to be as strong or stronger than the US dollar, they're going to have other forms of generating money. From taxpayers, private sector, public sector, infrastructure, all important key elements of making a stronger currency. In addition to a stable government, currency, job growth, you name it. All right, Sandy Ingram question, can Iraq's ISX force an RV? The answer is no, but here's what it can do. The ISX is financially and administratively independent from the Iraqi government, including the Minister of Finance. NASDAQ Incorporated and the Iraqi Stock Exchange have signed an agreement to extend the market technology relationship. NASDAQ will continue providing the ISX with digital information to be up to date on global investments. All right, Militiaman says the SWIFT system they've decided to go with has created an environment where the dollar itself in the country has dried up. The demand for the dollar rose. That's creating a volatility in the marketplace. The official rate hasn't changed, but the street rate is somewhere between 1,700 and getting worse. They need to alleviate that and fix it as quickly as possible. All right, Walking Stick via Frank 26. The number one reason we have never had a reinstatement is because of Iran smuggling and counterfeiting. They have been stealing, lying, cheating, killing, faking invoices, endless lies to Iraq. All right, Pimpy says we'll know more after Iraq comes here with a delegation and meets with the U.S. I'm sure Al Sudani is saying, look, we want to increase the value of our dinar against the U.S. dollar. You've heard what he said. If they do increase the value of the Iraqi dinar, that would give confidence to their local currency and prevent people from wanting the U.S. dollars more than Iraqi dinars. It closes the loop on the black market. All right, Nader from the Mideast, it is true the real value of the Iraqi dinar is not $14.60. It's not $11.60. It's $3.28. That's the true value. For now, the rate is a punishment. Iraq, with all the assets we have and all the reserves we have, that's not the true rate of our dinars. All right, Deep Woods, 1460 is not an international rate. The dollar is on the way out, which means the dinar is on the way in. Not the same whole 000 notes, because that's going backwards. They already know how to use a 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and especially 100. All they got to do is change the dollar to a dinar, and bada bing, bada boom. From there, it's a float up to the glory days. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3+ start to that float. If Sudani really said original price, maybe he meant before America arrived in force. According to Google Timeline, on December 5th, 2003, Iraq's rate was 1 dinar equals $3.35 USD. I think we can agree it's okay to run from there. All right, Frank 26, Boots on the Ground report Firefly. Bank friend said his opinion is they are doing everything they can to stop the smuggling, and this is why the dollar exchange rate is so high. Once the smuggling is under control and corrupt are held accountable, then they will work on the dinar rate increase. But this has to be done first. Frank says for many generations, Iran has been stealing from Iraq, but now under new leadership, they are protecting your bank's money and future. Like your bank friend said, as soon as they are done talking to the United States about the dinar and the exchange rate versus the USD, then you will see you are looking for, and it is very close in my opinion. All right, Pimpy says when Sudani said they were going to restore the original rate, what they're talking about is making sure exchange rate is closer to $14.50, not $3.23. No, they are not going to change the exchange rate to $3.22. I'm sorry to always be the bad guy. All right, and Yada says the effort to take the dollar out of Iraq serves several purposes. It cuts Iran off from getting dollars and it restores an economy in Iraq that will be international. Doubt very much this will be pulled back because all markets in other countries have prepped for acceptance of the dinar. Plus, the countries who did currency swaps will have a stronger currency in their central banks.